Hey everybody, it's Matt Shu from Upright Health, and I'm joined today with Jonathan in Melbourne, Australia. Jonathan um, was kind enough to join us today so he could share his story with his hip problems, with his experience with the FAI Fix, and and to share, what he's been able to accomplish as a result. I'm quite excited because I saw him tag me on Instagram with a video of him doing some pretty amazing breakdancing moves, and so I had to follow up with him to find out exactly what he was doing and what his story was. So, Jonathan, thank you very much for joining us and sharing your story.
That's all right, man. Thank you for having me, and thank you for making FAI Fix, making my life a lot better.
Well,
The onset was 3 years ago, and it all started by, it was at a time in my dance career where I was really taking it very seriously. So I was training at least 4, 5 days a week. But I guess the problem with, breakdancing and my approach to it was I wasn't stretching, and I was just, it's what you do when you're kind of a bit younger. You just throw yourself into things, and I just kept on pulling my hip constantly, like every second week I'd be pulling my hip, and it'd just get worse and worse. And then I decided to go to a physio,
uh-huh.
and he said I just had a pulled hip flexor, but it just kept on reoccurring.
Right.
Yeah, he's my physio just said it was absolutely shocking, and then he said I may have FAI, which I think at that time was still relatively kind of new.
Mm-hmm.
Like not many people knew about it or something. Well, here in Melbourne.
Mm-hmm. Were you experiencing a lot of pain just in daily life, or was it only affecting
Oh
you
yeah,
during?
it got at its worst, at its like very worst. There was days where I was getting shooting pain from my like the top of my glute all the way down to my foot,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, this is when it got really bad. And then I couldn't walk. Like I'd be walking, and then randomly I'd just get this really really sharp shooting pain, and then I could no longer communicate to my leg to walk, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd freak out because like I'm in the middle of the road, crossing the road
Oh,
with my
jeez.
friends. I'm like, oh no, dude, I can't walk right now. What's going on? I'm like, uh-oh, this must be like the FAI kicking in. I stopped dancing, and I found your uh, program, and I actually joined up at a kickboxing gym because I wanted to make sure I didn't stop being fit.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I noticed, it was pretty much straight away. Like I was already feeling notices. I did that. I forgot what it's called. I haven't done this stretch in a while. That glute stretch on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Got to raise your legs up, and then you got to like cross over one leg,
Right,
and
right,
then
right. Yeah.
does that cool glute stretch.
Uh-huh.
Um, and pretty much, yeah, it was pretty much straight away. I was already seeing differences. I mean, not really big differences,
Mm-hmm.
but pretty much from the start, I was already feeling differences.
So, in terms of the comfort levels now, are you getting any of those random like zings down your leg? Are you running into those kinds of problems where your legs hurting or your hips hurting anymore?
Oh no, not at all. Surprisingly not. And sometimes like I do slack off. It's like, oh, I just don't do it. Or sometimes I just kind of go in there guns blazing with no warm up, no nothing. And it actually, I haven't had any problems at all. I've had no shooting pain in my glute. I've had, well, nerve pain. I haven't had really any pain at all.
Anything else you want to add, Jonathan?
Um, Not really. Just don't be too impulsive and get the surgery. I don't think it's worth it. Considering I had cam and pincer, like cam and pincer FAI,
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have
Right?
got the surgery. And it's actually quite funny because the second physio I saw had it, and he's like, "You should get the surgery." But then I'm like, "Hey, you didn't get the surgery." I'm like, wait a second.
Well,
So yeah, definitely don't be too impulsive, and just as me and Matt said, just slow down. It's all good. It's not the end of the world.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jonathan. So everybody, I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you remember, Jonathan backed me up on this one. I hope you remember that pain sucks.
Life shouldn't. Yes, sir.
If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.